We've sent spacecraft beyond our solar system, yet most of the ocean on our own planet is still a mystery. From seas without shores to disappearances that rival the Bermuda Triangle, the ocean is a place where the unexplained isn't the exception, it's the norm. Today we're plunging into the deep to explore the most baffling mysteries science has yet to solve. Welcome back to Maps Explained, where we uncover the mysteries your geography class never taught you. If you love dark places and forgotten history, click subscribe so you don't miss our next exploration. By the end of this video, you'll discover the strangest ocean mysteries we've ever recorded, and the bizarre clues scientists are chasing to solve them. This video is part 2 of our series, What's Really Hiding Under the Ocean. If you missed part 1, you can watch it here. It's called The Deep Sea Creatures That Shouldn't Exist, But Do. Now here are 5 ocean mysteries science still can't explain. The bioluminescent flashbacks. In recent years, deep-sea cameras have recorded something scientists are calling flashbacks, bursts of bioluminescent light that erupt in the blackness like underwater lightning storms.
It's surprising after literally centuries of studying these organisms that there's still some very fundamental questions which we have yet to answer. And I'm hoping that as we see more organisms in their natural environment, it will help us unlock the mysteries of how they communicate and how they use this light to survive.
They're not tied to known animals, ship lights, or chemical discharges. One theory suggests a yet undiscovered species of deep-sea plankton. Another, a mass response by bioluminescent organisms to some unknown environmental trigger.
Living things producing light through chemical reactions is rare on land, but in the ocean, 80% of animals that live between 200 and 1,000 meters deep are bioluminescent. Visually, this is usually blue, but it can also be violet, greeny yellow, or red.
For now, we only know this. When the lights go out in the deep, sometimes they come back, brighter. The Devil's Sea. East of Japan lies a stretch of the Pacific known as the Devil's Sea, a place of sudden storms, magnetic anomalies, and unexplained vanishings. In the 1950s, 9 Japanese vessels disappeared here without a trace, leading to comparisons with the Bermuda Triangle.
The Dragon's Triangle in particular is located above the equator, and it's aligned opposite to where its Atlantic counterpart, the Bermuda Triangle, is situated. The Dragon's Triangle is located in the region of the Pacific Ocean in close proximity to the Japanese volcanic island of Miyake, which is just around 100 kilometers south of Japan's capital, Tokyo. It is a triangle-shaped danger zone found between the coast of Japan and the islands of Bonin, and it covers a large part of the Philippine Sea.
Skeptics point to volatile weather and underwater volcanic activity, but without wreckage, the truth remains elusive. For sailors passing through, the Devil's Sea is a place where compasses can spin, and the horizon can vanish without warning. The Sargasso Sea. Unlike every other sea on Earth, the Sargasso Sea has no coastline. It's held in place entirely by the currents of the North Atlantic, forming a floating ecosystem of golden brown seaweed known as sargassum.
Each individual strand of sargassum can grow almost the length of a school bus, where Mother Nature weaves these strands together. The floating mats are incredibly large, several football fields long.
Here, fish and turtles breed in numbers not seen anywhere else on Earth, and the water is eerily calm compared to the raging seas beyond.
The warm blue water and the exceptional quantity of seaweed provide a perfect backdrop for a flourishing ecosystem. This floating marine plant forms dense mats on the surface that host diverse colonies of creatures. These seaweeds serve as shelter, feeding grounds, and nursery areas for various marine species. Sargasso is home to some very interesting creatures like loggerhead turtles, who begin their fascinating life journey here. Then, there are eels from far-off rivers in Europe and North America that return to these waters to reproduce. It also serves a critical role as a spawning site for a diverse array of species, including some of the endangered species like eels, dolphinfish, and white marlin.
Fish, like the aptly named Sargasso fish, have evolved unique adaptations to thrive in this environment. Their bodies are often camouflaged to blend in with the seaweed. Some species even have modified fins that resemble seaweed fronds. This allows them to move effortlessly through the dense mats.
Its boundaries shift with the currents, making it a sea that exists without borders. Yonaguni Monument. Off the coast of Japan's Yonaguni Island lies a submerged rock formation that looks uncannily like a stepped pyramid. Massive terraces, sharp angles, and flat platforms have led some to claim it's the ruins of an ancient city.
Kihachiro Aratake was diving off the coast of Yonaguni Island in Japan looking for hammerhead sharks in the 1980s when he made an unprecedented discovery. He found a vast underwater structure made of large flat terraces and strange rock formations, only 16 feet beneath the ocean surface at its tallest point.
ちょうどもう35、6年前でダイビングポイントを開拓中に偶然にも探したんですよ。見つかった時にはね、興奮しました。例えばどういうところが人間が作ったことかっていうと、スパイラルステップ、螺旋状の階段とかね。
Geologists argue it could be a natural formation shaped by currents and tectonic activity.
For Mu hunters, Japan's underwater pyramid could be a relic of an ancient civilization, and there could be more sites just like it all over the ocean.
Divers have found what appear to be carvings, but without hard evidence, Yonaguni remains stuck between history and geology, a riddle carved in stone.
Look at the various nuanced details found throughout this incredible site, as the anomalies go beyond the series of step-like formations. In fact, notice the nature of what appears to be cut blocks that were seemingly, or at least appear to be, stacked on top of each other. And as you look at various other photos of this impressive site, also note the sheer size and magnitude of it when compared to people scuba diving around it. Now, also notice this square-like formation that appears to have been cut in half. Is this really the product of natural oceanic tidal erosion? Academics are to claim that this is simply a natural formation, then why can't they provide just one example from just one other place on Earth that is even remotely similar to Yonaguni?
The missing map. Despite satellites and sonar, more than 80% of the sea floor remains unmapped to modern standards.
We have more detailed maps of the surface of Mars than the Earth's ocean floor. In fact, there's a map for that. This is a map that highlights in dark blue what part of the ocean floor is still unmapped.
Well, this map right here shows how much of the ocean floor has actually been mapped out. And when you zoom in, you'll notice stripes cutting through the oceans. These stripes represent sections that have been measured using sonar technology, while the rest of the oceans are mapped in extremely low resolution. To give you an idea, modern satellites have mapped Mars with a resolution of 6 meters per pixel, while ocean maps have a resolution of just 5 kilometers per pixel.
Mapping the deep is slow and requires specialized ships.
Our multi-beam generates up to 864 individual beams simultaneously in a fan shape to cover a wide swath beneath the ship. When the sound waves bounce back, the multi-beam measures the time it takes for them to return to the ship. The longer it takes, the longer the distance to the seafloor at that spot. By piecing together all the measurements from each beam in the swath and combining thousands of swaths, we create a 3D visualization of the seafloor.
How have we not mapped the ocean floor at this point in time in history? It's the largest data gap, knowledge gap potentially left on the planet.
Bedrock is a company aiming to fix that. They're building ocean drones, or autonomous underwater vehicles, AUVs, to collect all kinds of data about the seafloor, and have a platform that makes that data easily accessible.
There also aren't any resources in the ocean to potentially exploit without consequence, unlike space and its metal-rich asteroids.
Until we close that gap, there's no telling what's still hiding on the ocean floor. Mountains taller than Everest, trenches deeper than the Mariana, or even civilizations we've yet to discover. From unexplained light storms to seas with no shores, the mysteries of the ocean are a reminder that our planet is far from fully known. Every year, new discoveries answer one question and raise a dozen more. And until we map the last trench and light up the last dark canyon, the ocean will remain Earth's largest mystery, hiding its secrets in plain sight. If you enjoyed diving into the ocean's strangest mysteries, click like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Which mystery do you think will solve first? Some mysteries live in the deepest, darkest parts of the ocean, where no sunlight reaches, and the pressure could crush steel. That's where we're headed in the next video.